What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week. This week is Dogecoin, and we will be doing a new one starting Monday. So definitely make sure to comment down below in the comment section what is your favorite altcoin, or which is your favorite altcoin that you would like to see reviewed here on the channel. Maybe it's one that has the best potential, or one that you see is going to be crashing very soon and we can short it. Otherwise, guys, more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video is, again, the constant consolidation of this market, not seeing any movement. Prices are staying stagnant. Prices are consolidating. We're literally bottoming out on our bottom supports, but prices are not moving yet. Well, this is all going to be unraveling very soon, and I do believe you guys need the heads up and you want to stay up to date with this stuff, because very soon it is going to see a price break and we are going to see massive volume either entering or leaving this market, and you want to be in it prior to doing so you guys can make the most profit. Otherwise, guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, as you can see, I am currently on the current coin market cap. Top 10 cryptocurrencies are doing okay. They're down about, I'd say, 2 to 3% across the board. Most of the major cryptocurrencies we trade are down 2, 3, 4%. And over the course of a week, they're down about, I would say 10 to 12% when you throw in these 20% big boys within the market here. And we have Ethereum down 11. Ultimately, these cryptocurrencies are not looking too hot in regards to breaking bullish, but they could very well and easily take a turn to the upside and break through these top resistances that I'm going to show you guys to look out for. And we could easily see a reversal in the market. Now, this would be very unexpected, as what I've done in my research pretty much, shows that there's a possibility that we're only about halfway down or done with this bear market, and we have about 50% left before we see any possible upside within these markets. Now, we are going to be doing some live streams here, and we are going to be uploading it to Discord as well, so definitely make sure to join over on Discord if you haven't already done so. Link is in the description. Completely free, over 1,600 active community members talking about crypto outside of YouTube. But as you guys can see, XRP, we have Ethereum, we have Bitcoin, we have Doge. Now, what I've noticed is Doge and Bitcoin look the most similar, and Ethereum and XRP look the most similar. So to start, XRP, you can clearly see here what exactly we're looking at. We do have some sort of descending open, fractal right here where we do have a bottom support. Prices just literally are using this to just anchor themselves and correct lower time and time again. And we have a top resistance where prices are constantly pinging off that, trying to break through, having no luck at all. And ultimately, this is all coming down to one bottom support. As you can see, back early in mid-June, or end of June, we saw a retest of bottom support here, pretty much showing us where the support levels lie. And you can see how those play into a factor when you scroll back into early April or even early February, where we've had resistances. You can go even farther back into December of 2020 and see where this problem line lies. And the interesting thing is now we're using this as a top resistance, or we're trading on top of a resistance level that once was, and it's acting as a support. Problem is now that we're starting to finish out here. We've had days now of consolidation. It's absolutely insane. Like, the consolidation we've seen now is nothing like I've seen before. We've had almost a month now, probably going to finish up with a month of sideways movement where prices really have only moved from about 60 cents to 70. And you can see here, if I pull up the weekly, how little the market has moved. Yeah, for 1 week, this first week we had 65 cents. We opened at 65 and we closed at 69. We opened the next candle at 69, closed at 63, and now we're starting to see a little bit lower of a correction. Now, ultimately, we are retesting this moving average here on the weekly, and I do believe that's where this price needed to move to. But if we break through our supports, expect to see an immediate reversal down to 25 cents. That's ultimately what I'm preparing for. Now, obviously, at any given point, if we do see a reversal and prices do decide to break here, we could see an immediate flip back up to 83 cents, which would be great, practically doubling its price or adding about 20 to 25 cents on its price originally. So the targets that you want to look for really come down to this here. This was a great help in finding our bottom support back in the past here, but now we have our top downtrend and we have our bottom support. And ultimately, they all come to, at some point, retesting and filling in this gap here. And as you can see, there's really not that much time left. We've had days on days of battling this resistance at this top downtrend. I'd say starting in July 4th, and since then we've had day after day after day of consolidation and retesting this top resistance, and it's done nothing but push the price lower and lower and lower. Now, for the first time in a long time, we've actually met up with our bottom support level right here, and prices are finally having some sort of ground to stand on. And now really the bulls and the bears are going to fight it out, and we're going to decide whether prices are going to close the daily above here. If we close at 61 cents, there's a big chance now we could see an immediate flip up to 75 cents to 86 cents. There's going to be that big possibility of seeing reversals back up to retest our moving averages here, which is a very good sign. Also, the thing we have to look at is obviously the flip side. If prices close below at like 53 cents and we close it daily at 53 cents, we can anticipate an immediate short to 25 cents to 24 cents. So everything does kind of ride with this level right here. A lot of people are probably saying, oh, well, you're just saying that prices are going to flip and they're going to either go up or they're going to go down. Yeah, that's great and all, and yeah, that's true, but really what the key concepts that you have to grasp from this channel and how I make my money is waiting for that conservative opportunity that has the biggest potential. Because yeah, you know, we could have bought in here, we could have bought in at 65 cents and for days just wrote it down as 58 cents. It would have been a small profit, that's for sure, but it would have taken a very long time, and there's very big possibilities of prices flipping back upwards. It doesn't make sense to buy in trading inside moving averages and resistances like this. What we're looking for is key breakout opportunities or breakdown opportunities. So we've now narrowed things down to, instead of waiting this, because, you know, right here, there's really a difficult time to say, oh, well, right here, we're going to just correct all the way back to the downside. It's very hard to just choose that, and most of the time it doesn't happen. So what we look for is when prices consolidate and fill in these gaps, and there's a ton of uncertainty, and that's what we're seeing right now. So even if we have maybe 2 more days left, today's the 17th, maybe 3 more days left at the most, just filling in this consolidation here will allow us to either A, break through this bottom support and drop with a violent amount of volume, or we break through the top resistance and swing up. What we're trying to do is narrow our search, and it's pretty much guaranteed us that this is going to be that price point or this level and this time frame of when that next breakout is going to happen. So that's very exciting. Now, the thing to also consider is not just using XRP. We use all the other cryptos to help gauge that level. So when we look at Ethereum right now, this is definitely a more difficult thing, as XRP looks to be pretty much finishing this downtrend and that resistance level. Ethereum doesn't seem to do so. So maybe, you know, we pull this down lower. I don't know. We could swing it like this. This is a possibility here. We could pull it even lower like that. We could say, oh, well, it was trading on its bottom support. It was trading at resistances. We broke bullish. We're trading on top of it. Or we move it up here like how we had before. This looks like it's very full right now. So it's going to be a tough one. We could easily leave it like this. There's a big possibility at that. And we can then, you know, maybe form another downtrend where we have a trend line starting at resistance and this is consolidating us in. So maybe there's a point of contact here. It's definitely a tough one, but we could then use weekly indicators to kind of understand what exactly is happening. It doesn't look to be that great of a position. You know, we could send this up here, but it doesn't really align that well. So leaving it, you know, as such, or putting this right back to how we had it, you can see kind of how we have a better understanding. We know that, okay, well, XRP is pretty much at its bottom here, guaranteed. Ethereum might be a little bit higher, but at some point it is finding its bottom support. And that similar pattern is happening right now on Ethereum. So yeah, we got rejected off top resistance here at the moving average. This was a great bottom support, immediate reversal, and we just flew right back up to here. Now we're going to see that very similar pattern. So there's a few things we could consider now, guys. There's a few big cases we can consider, and I'm just now looking at this. We're retesting the bottom support for a second time. Double bottoms are a big sign now that could make us big profit. Easy movements like this could easily be the bottom support we were looking for to potentially see markets reverse out of this. So everything realistically relies on how we decide to play out retesting that bottom support level. If prices decide that this is going to hold support, and we break out of these support levels here, we start to reverse upwards. And let's say we see Ethereum, which I would only buy in maybe a little bit above 1900, 1970, even $2,000, we buy in at $2,000 here and close, there's a big chance we're going to complete this. Obviously, retest 2,400, the moving averages right here, but we could easily see prices then swing back up and form that double bottom. This is a big double bottom play, and we could see that break out. Obviously, we also have to consider if prices don't, we just, close below that support and immediately see a short to the downside. So there's big possibilities across these cryptocurrencies. Obviously, we can see big movements to the upside or big movements to the downside. The difference is it's a big movement and we know when it's going to happen. And if you can use those to your advantages, you can pretty much guarantee profit. Obviously, I do so on BitYard, link in the description. Definitely recommend signing up. This is what we've been using. Get ready, prepare yourselves, make sure your account is ready to leverage trade these cryptos. That's what I'm doing. I have about $570 in here so far, just trading around, and I'm getting ready because we could easily see prices, retest this moving average, these moving averages here, break through it, and continue on up, creating that double bottom formation that we were looking for. Now, moving forward onto the other cryptocurrencies here, I do want to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin. You can see these charts are a little different. See, Bitcoin and Doge don't have double bottom formations. I mean, there's a small one, actually. Don't get me wrong. We could easily see maybe this being that double bottom. That's a big possibility. And we could obviously shoot up to about $40,000 to $42,000. But once again, prices all end with this bottom support being retested. I'm actually seeing something even more interesting here. Almost that I might have this a little too high. We could easily maybe pull this a little lower here as such. And now we've kind of narrowed the field just a little bit. This kind of shows where that top resistance is. You can see there's still guaranteed some sort of descending fractal where prices are constantly battling this, and at some point this is support. This is where we've had support levels in the past, right here back in early January of 2021. We're now coming back down to retest it. If we close below, obviously we can expect to see a big short down to 20K. If we close above, we could easily see reversals back up, and I would say 40K. Big movements regardless, either direction. That's what I'm waiting for. Dogecoin, same thing. Doge already looks like it's broken through its support. And, since we've said that, it's fallen from 20 cents to 17 cents. So that's a big drop. And ultimately, this could easily go all the way down to 8 cents. Otherwise, S&P 500 seeing once again a healthy reversal, getting ready to put a little more in. Let's see when this does decide to bottom out, as it was trading at oversold, pulled itself down to 54. It could go maybe as low, and maybe I'm anticipating a low of 40, which could send this price, I don't think, down to 41.70, this bottom support here, although this would be a great buying opportunity to dollar cost average, hitting here, then buying in for the upside. But we could easily see this correct us maybe here. Regardless, notice we're still creating higher highs, we're still creating higher lows. Prices are still every single time falling higher than it was and heading higher than it was. You can see here, each time it heads up, it's higher than the last. So with that anticipation, if we see a correction, it might just be like to the prior high that we had. Notice like when this price fell, it was higher than the prior ones, and when this price fell, it was higher than the prior ones. So I'm not too worried. But I do think we're probably going to fall maybe to here and then see a bigger pull to the upside, and I will be putting more into my S&P 500. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to check out BitYard and Discord. Links in the description. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.